Ted Lasso, Season 3, Episode 5, now out on Apple TV if you gotta go and check out. I mean, that just didn't sound right, did it? No, it didn't. But we're gonna carry on anyway. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and let's talk about Ted Lasso, Episode 5, right now. Okay, so Ted Lasso, Episode 5, again! Just absolutely adds in the emotion, adds in the tension, adds in the character development, and adds in fantastic moments and some jaw-dropping wow moments that I did not expect at all. Now, let's just start off right where we should. Zava is retiring. Look, in a way, I get what they're doing. I understand the direction they are going with. Like, obviously, Zava leaving is now giving Jamie that chance to become that player, to become that symbol of hope for them, to become the main man, the star player. And it adds in a bit more fuel to the fire for Jamie and Roy to get him to where he needs to be so that he can lead Richmond to success. So I understand that. While also, on the other hand, I'm kind of a little disappointed that Zava's gone now because I enjoyed his character interactions with everyone else. I thought he was just a new breath of fresh air, something unique, something different, and obviously being like Zlatan, having him in the dressing room was awesome. And like, there's this beautiful moment where they're doing weights, and Jamie says, like, it's just Manchester City, like, it doesn't matter, we can beat anyone. And then Zava literally says the exact same thing Jamie says, and everyone's just like in awe of him. So I liked that dynamic. It really worked for me. So to have Zava removed and retired completely from it, it's an interesting choice, but I also understand with the direction that they're going for certain characters and the character arc, so I get that and I understand that. Now, Ted also has his own little stuff going on back home with his son thinking that he was bullied, but he actually bullied someone else. So he has all that anxiety coming through, and we see that Ted is still dealing with all that stuff. And there's this beautiful moment that I just absolutely loved where he's on the phone to his wife and he's like about to have some water, and then his wife's like, "Oh no, um, what's his name? The doctor that she's with now is taking him for fresh air." So he puts the water back and grabs the scotch, the whiskey, whatever it is, and then just pours that instead. I thought that was absolutely hilarious, and it's just that moment that shows you that Ted isn't at ease with this whole stuff that's going on with his ex-wife. I really like that little nod just there. So we see Ted still dealing with things, and also obviously the pressure of the job getting to him at this point as well, added on top of all that, is just, it's so much there. So I really enjoy that. There's this absolutely fantastic moment when Ted's talking to Roy and to Coach Beard and that about his son Henry getting bullied. And I love Roy when he's like, you know what you do when they're bullied? You ignore them. Then you sneak into their house at 4 a.m. because that is when they're least likely to defend themselves. You get a piece of rope, you put red paint on it, and you start beating them while they're asleep. And now they're confused because they don't know about the pain or if it's their own blood that's coming out. And then you just keep beating them. And then you laugh at the top of your lungs for as long as you can. And then you beat them again. Hilarious. When he was saying that, I was just like, that is absolutely comedic gold. That's freaking hilarious. So that's all great as well. You have the stuff with Keeley going on here, and she actually finally fires her friend, who I absolutely hate. Her friend is an absolute asshole, and I'm so glad that Keeley finally let her go. And obviously that was Jack's influence. She was telling her like she needs to go. There was a moment where she said like, "You're fired," to Keeley, and I was just like, oh my god, she's actually firing Keeley right now? Like, what is going on? And then when she's like, "No, that's how you say it," I was just like, oh my god, that would have been second shocking moment of the whole season behind her and Roy breaking up. That would have been the second shocking moment where I'm just like, what's just going on here? So we have her, and then obviously people are going to come because Keeley and Jack start to kiss and make up at the end of the episode here, and they start to do it and the office and that stuff like that. So I know some people are going to be like, oh, they're going woke again, they're going to lesbian and stuff like that. But I kind of got the hint that Jack was at least bi, if anything. Like, she gave off that vibe straight away that she was into girls as well. So I don't really care. And obviously we know Keeley. Keeley's just like, bruh, she's just out there. She's out there for anyone and everyone, really. So it's no surprise that she would go down that route. So you have that whole storyline going on, how that's going to go with Roy and everything like that. It's going to be interesting to see how that gets picked up. Then we've got the stuff with Rebecca. And obviously we see her go in and get checked if she can still have kids, because things are starting to come to life. There's obviously, you remember that line of the shite of knight in armor, whatever, however they said it. Well, it's said by the guy that she went on a date with. His fiance says that. And that triggers her again. She's like, oh my god, everything's coming true. So she goes and checks. So you have this beautiful moment, and obviously she is now knows that she can have kids. That's what it is, because you can tell by the smiles and everything like that. And I'm excited to see where her character is going to go. Who's going to be this mystery man? Who is going to be the one that she has a kid with? Who's going to be the one that's going to get with Rebecca at the end? I'm rooting for her. I want her to have happiness because she's such a great character, and Hannah does a fantastic job portraying her, and like, just I want to see her win in life. I really do. After what Rupert's done to her, I just want her to win. I want her to win. I want Richmond to win. I want her to win at life. I want her to win no matter what. So I'm excited to see where her character's conclusion's going to go. They've set that up perfectly. So far, they've set it all up. Like, obviously they lost to Manchester City here, but they are not that far away. They've only lost 4 games. 6 wins, 6 draws, 4 losses. Like, that is not out of the realm of possibility to continue and do a massive streak and get back up to the top. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with that. We also have Nate in here as well, and he goes on through a little character development where he's meeting Anastasia, that chick from the last episode. He's meeting her, takes her to his favorite restaurant, and this is where we find out that, look, as much of a dick Nathan is at this point in time, you feel like it's Rupert just using him and putting that mask on him to make him like that. Because here we see him, the down-to-earth Nathan Shelley that we knew from the previous seasons. Because he's like, to her, like, well, this restaurant means more to me. Like, it's not just the look. Like, this is when my family had all these things. This restaurant means a lot to me. And when she then ditches him, and then the server comes over, who he really likes the server. We know he likes the server. And she sits down and eats with him and stuff like that. We get to see Nathan, who is Nathan at the core. And that's what I love, is Nathan, while he is a villain, isn't really a villain. He is just, it's Rupert projecting his personality onto him. And I think once that goes away, we're going to see the real Nathan come out again. And I feel like him and Ted are going to make up. And I really hope so, because I don't hate Nathan as a character. I don't. I like the character arc he's going on. I think it's brilliant, and it's him getting out there and that, but I do think he's going to come back to the light side. I really do. So I really enjoyed this episode again. The comedic timing is on point. The lines are on point. The acting is superb. Just everything is great, and I'm very interested to see how things are going to go now moving forward. Now that we've got 5 episodes in, we're basically almost at the halfway mark. Where are we going to go now? So let me know in the comments below, what did you guys think of this episode? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down there. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.